Namaste, beautiful gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tyann. Ooh, this camera looks so funny, y'all. It looks funny. I'm so small, but it's like blowing me up like twice my size. Okay, let's see. Anyway, anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on the message here. So I may do a little reading. It just depends on what spirit puts in me to do for you as the collective, but I really want to talk about something that me and another psychic was talking about today. And I want to talk about this coronavirus. Okay. First of all, this is 2020. This is about refocusing and readjusting our vision so we can see beyond the veil. Okay. This is the lifting of the veil. Okay. A lot of us have obviously been dependent upon man. And what really caught my attention today is when Joel Osteen, the most positive person that I know on the face of this earth, that is a preacher, even closed down his church and having it online. That just goes to show you the power of the mind, okay? The power of auto suggestion. Okay, now for the very first time, I'm going to speak to you guys like I speak to my clients in my practice as a practitioner. I am a naturopathic doctor for those of you that are new to my channel and may not know me. I'm not only a reader, this is not my main calling. I have many hats, as you can see. So I've been wearing this one for quite some time. I've been wearing this for like about almost a week now, but I do have many hats that I wear, metaphorically speaking. Okay. And I'm just, anybody that knows me, I am not serious. I'm not a serious person. I always throw a joke or two in there. Okay. But anyway, my point that I was making, I have many hats that I wear. A naturopathic physician is one of them. All right. So I'm about to talk to you like you are my client. First and foremost, there is a machine that I was introduced to, the Rife system, which is called biofeedback. What I learned as a doctor is that no miasma, bacteria, microbe, virus, fungus, etc., can even thrive into the human body without having a certain frequency that it's on. Whatever frequency that this illness, we know that the corona is a virus, okay? This virus is on, you have to be a vibrational match. You have to be a vibrational match. Now, what is making the coronavirus so rampant and now an epidemic is because of fear. Fear and love cannot cohabitate the same space. So if you fear the people, then it makes you susceptible to the virus. We had so much happen at the beginning of the year. We are just not even a quarter. We just made it to being a quarter in March. We're not even at the end of the quarter, the first quarter of the year. And we already had what? A scare of World War III. And what did I do? I gathered you all together. We did this massive meditation, and I told you the power of coming together. It was just a small group of us. And then all of a sudden, no more talk of war. Do we need to do the same thing again for the coronavirus? I think so. My angels and my guides came to me last night and told me that I need to do the same thing for this coronavirus that I did for the World War III. We need to meditate. We need to come together in love because love is the universal solvent. It dissolves anything that is unlike it. Love and fear cannot cohabitate in the same space. Do you hear me, y'all? Love and fear cannot cohabitate in the same space. So with that being said, we're going to come together. Okay? This is a public service announcement. We are going to come together tomorrow, which is going to be Friday the 13th, which is a lucky day, lucky number. And we are going to go ahead and do a coronavirus meditation. Now, I can tell you, if you have a strong immune system and you boost up your immune system, you can never catch the coronavirus. You can never catch the coronavirus anyway if you're not on the same frequency and the same vibration. You have to be a vibrational match in order for you to be susceptible. And fear is the number one thing that lowers your immunity and your consciousness and lets corona walk right in. This has turned into a zombie apocalypse. Okay? We also lost Kobe Bryant. There are so many things that have happened to us that the world and the collective as a whole had to deal with, had to digest. My suggestion to you is to turn within. It is your time to unplug from the TV, unplug from the massive news. I mean, we're still, if we're on social media, we're still going to be connected and tied in, but try to limit that as much as possible right now, you guys, because we are feeding the madness. We are feeding the coronavirus. This is the reason why this virus has been successful, because we as the collective have been injecting energy. What you feed fuels, but what you starve dies. If we keep on fueling it with fear, it's going to continue to keep growing. Okay? So we need to dislodge, disengage, disconnect as much as possible. What I did today, I focused on what I needed to do for myself. I have my pot plants, air plants, and I got my baby soaking. Look at them. They were thirsty. Uh-oh, one is connected to the other. God sign. But I'm feeding my plants and giving them life and pouring life back into, them. Don't pour life into this coronavirus, because this is going to only last as long as the collective allows it. Look at the bird flu. Look at H1N1. Look at SARS. Look at mad cow disease. Look at all of these things that are released out into the atmosphere each year at the beginning of the year. And then the population goes down, depopulation. Okay? It happens every year. They depopulate every year, you guys. Are you awoke? Going back to Joel Osteen, that really showed me his faith in God. Why would you shut down your doors over, you don't think that God is strong enough to protect you from that? Do you see what I'm saying when it comes to I told you guys last year I did a prophecy. I told you that those prophets that are prophets, God is going to pull the plug and reveal that they are really not God's prophets. If you are a true prophet of God, then you should know that you are divinely protected at all times, and that no matter what is happening outside of you, that it can never touch the inner person. It can never touch the real you. You see, we can't escape death. How we're going to exit out of here, it's already in a divine contract. So if it's through the coronavirus, or if it's through AIDS, or if it's through whatever malevolent disease that is out, then that's pretty much the way you were supposed to go out anyway. But what I am saying to you is this: don't die of a premature death because you allow fear to crowd your thinking. It is time for us to raise our consciousness. It is time for us to have that 2020 vision that we promised in 2020 or 2019 when we walk into 2020 that we were going to have. But when we all got here, we all got scared straight. Let's talk about the collective and what I was talking to another psychic about. In the collective, now our divine masculines that were waking up, now they're not wanting to come into union. Now they're scared to come into union because of this coronavirus, because nobody's wanting to travel. And most of our divine counterparts have traveled away from us. For some of them are overseas and they can't even come to America. They're locked down in Italy. They won't let no one leave. And in China, you already know that's a given. Nobody's leaving China to go anywhere. Do you see the power of the mind? What we think about, you guys, we bring about. And if we continue to keep endorsing and corona, and if we keep on talking about it, the numbers are going to soar. And it can be very detrimental because it can allow for us to be impacted and come close to home, and we don't want that. So the best way is to take precautions. You know, the Bible says to be cautious as doves, cautious as snakes, but innocent as doves. So make sure you're sanitizing your doors, your door handles, keeping your bathrooms and your kitchen areas clean, because that's the most place that we see throughout the day is the kitchen and the bathroom, okay, when we're at home. Make sure that when you come from the outside that the first thing that you do before you do anything is wash your hands really, really good with some good antibacterial soap. Make sure that you're using hand sanitizers when you're out. Keep some hand sanitizers in the car. I keep an aerosol spray of a disinfect from my steering wheel just in case I forgot to disinfect my hand. We have disinfect sprays in our bathrooms and in the kitchen. Just be mindful, okay? Be proactive. Be smart about this. This is not a new disease. They didn't just release it, I mean, to the public, but it's been around since the late 60s. And the coronavirus is just not one virus within itself. It's a compilation of many viruses. But like I said again, if you stay hydrated, drinking plenty of water, because remember, most people that get the flu is because you're dehydrated. Okay, I'm going to tell you that I know as a doctor, most people that are susceptible to the flu is because they are not drinking plenty of fluids. And then guess what the first thing the doctor tell you when you go see the doctor? To do what? To drink plenty of fluids. Drink plenty of water. When I say drink plenty of fluids, I'm not talking about pop or juice. Stay away from sugar. Sugar lowers your immune system if you have 14 grams for a whole hour. So can you imagine what a cookie would do? Or what a slice of cake would do for you? That'll put you down for at least half the day or more. Okay? I can give you an analogy of the boogeyman. The coronavirus is the boogeyman that's under the bed. I don't know if you guys had the boogeyman up under the bed when you were a little kid, but I did. I had the boogeyman up under the bed. And the more that I found myself getting scared, the more that my bed started shaking. Okay? The more I got scared, are you listening? The more that my bed started shaking up under the bed. But one day, I said to myself, Tyann, what if you just didn't be afraid anymore? What if you just wasn't scared that there was no boogeyman up under the bed anymore? Would the shaking go away? So one day, my mother made me an abracadabra necklace. It was a triangle, and she wrote abracadabra until it disappeared, until it was just only the A left. And she told me to wear it. That night, I went to sleep. And guess what, you guys? My bed didn't shake because I had belief. I believed in the necklace that my mother made me, the abracadabra necklace that my mother made me will make it all go away. And it did. Now, was it because of the necklace had power? I gave it that power. I believed in it. And because my belief brought about the desired outcome that I wanted, which was a good night rest and a good night's sleep without being afraid of the boogeyman. Well, your faith and your love and your belief that knowing that God is bigger than Corona is going to allow for the coronavirus to dissipate. When there's no more fear around it, that's when it will go away. It cannot go away as long as we are this fearful about it. People are not even flying, and stadiums are being closed down, and Wendy Williams is closing her show down. You guys, the more that we give in with these fears, the more it's going to continue to grow. Just like the boogeyman, the coronavirus is our boogeyman. When we no longer believe in it, that's when it will go away. And I hope that this message really helped you. Keep your immune system boosted up. Me and my children are on Michael Shield. Michael Shield is 5 mushrooms. It's a spray, cinnamon spray. Cinnamon keeps heat in your body just like ginger. Very hot, very warming. Colds and flus. This is the number one things that people tell you to do when you get it. Well, I know I tell my clients to do that when they catch the flu, is to warm up the body. Okay, warm up the system, and it'll push the virus out. Keep your lymphatic system going. Keep active. Keeping your lymphatic system is your waste system. Keeping it cleansed and clear and clear. Okay, by flushing with plenty of water. That's the whole purpose of that. Your solar plexus is also helping to keep your body circulating and keeping waste out. And so drinking plenty of water also keeps your solar plexus open and spinning, your chakras spinning. The solar plexus being the number one that benefits from that. Another thing I wanted to say is that you can do ginger tea. Okay, make sure that you get the crystallized ginger tea with honey crystallization and not sugar. Stay away from all forms of unnatural sugar unless you want to get it from your fruits. Okay, and if you use like a sweetener, use honey or use agave or stevia for those of you that are not sensitive to the plant. Keep your immune system boosted up with vitamin D. Vitamin D is good. Keep your multivitamins in your body so you can have energy. Okay, shamans know that when you lose energy, you lose life force. That is when invaders can come inside spiritually, energetically, physically. Okay, I think I pretty much covered everything. I hope that this was something that you found informative. And I really appreciate you taking out the time to listen to what I have to say. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here because I have another video right after this to do. Namaste.